Hello and welcome to my channel. Kumusta na kayo dyan, mga paps and everyone else around the world? COVID has really taken its toll in us today. I'm just fortunate that I can stay at home and not go out and do my business from home and continue living. I'm sure there are other people that are living in a much more comfortable environment, but don't forget there are also people that are in a much more lower living environment. Like they said, we are in the same storm, but we are not in the same boat. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, for one thing, seniors have already started to get their shots here in Davao City. I just hope that everyone else in different parts of the world are coping up. If you read the COVID news, it's just countries that have been 90% vaccinated, they have higher cases. It's not a 100% sure shot that once you get vaccinated, your COVID cases will go down. The point is, we just don't know how this COVID will turn out. So what have I been doing? May 23rd, this coming Sunday, it's going to be the DGR, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride 2021. Some other places, they're still trying to do the fundraiser for the men's mental health. But for most of the motorcyclists, it's just one day that you can choose your Dapper attire and just go ride around. Some guys, they don't even need to ride Dapper anymore. I mean, due to the problem that COVID brings, men's health is not the only issue. Men's mental health took a backseat, and it's now the well-being, or men and women and children and everyone's mental health is at stake. But nonetheless, there are still some groups that would be going out for a ride, and what they wanted to do for this year was just go out and ride by yourself. If you want to go Dapper, and then you can go Dapper and just go around maybe and just meet some other people that are riding for that day as well. I don't know if I'm going for a ride. I don't have any plans yet, but I may go out. We'll see. Get a motorcycle video for once. So for watches, wrist check, I am wearing my Force Signing T-Winner Skeleton brushed bronze finished automatic. They basically copied the Omega Speedmaster, and it's not so big. That's why I like it. For some reason, my taste for watches are going smaller. I don't know. Maybe that's always been the case. I'd always wanted to have the 42mm. That's just about the right size for me. But lately I've been going into the 40mm size of things, and it's not that bad. Now, why is that? Why is it that I would now be in a size of 40mm? For some reason, it now looks better on my wrist somehow. I mean, it's just all in here. Before it was 42mm. Divers looks better on my wrist, but now it's 40mm. So what else is 40mm in my arsenal? Here in my winding case, let me show you the Kinetic. The Kinetic is actually a smaller size at 40mm in two-tone gold and black dial. When I got this, it's a bit small, but now it's in one of my favorite rotation. This is what I say when our taste in watches goes up, down, goes to the side, goes to the front, goes to the left, back. It's all over. Sometimes you'd want something like this, sometimes you don't want it, sometimes you want something else. But right now, this is my face. I'm going into the 40mm face. And this one is nice. Kinetic, 10-year battery life, and my battery is still at 20 seconds. That means it has a power reserve of 1 month. Besides this and this, I still have other 40mm watches. This is the SKX 033, Seiko's homage to the Rolex Submariner. For some reason, I have been wearing this a whole lot, and the 40mm is just the right size. And besides this, I also have another 40mm watch that I always really like to wear, the Reginald, homage to a Rolex Submariner. The only downside of this watch is this being a quartz watch. Sometimes I don't mind wearing a quartz, but most of the time when I end up wearing this, it's like, yeah, you are Rolex size, you just wear nicely and fit in my wrist. And when I think about it, it's a quartz, a battery operated watch. Yes, it tells time, but it's not a machine. Those who wear automatics get this. It's a watch, it tells time, but it just falls short. But I still like this. For some reason, it covers my Rolex fetish because I've always been a Submariner guy. I don't know when that time is when I can afford a Rolex Submariner, but I'd go for the 40mm sub, maybe try the 41mm, and then I'd go to an Explorer 2, and then go to a 40mm Daytona. That's just the Grail watches for me. Just recently, I got hold of this. This is an Elgin 39mm Daytona Homage. It's just 1mm short of a real 40mm Daytona, but that dial, check out that dial. That is one of the nicest blue dial that I have ever encountered. It's just a really nice sunburst blue. Blue in the middle and then it fades to black on the sides. And I got it immediately. Once I saw it, it's like, wow. And Elgin is not a bad name. It's even got here in the class, it's Elgin USA. This is a Japanese brand. But this is sub 40, this is 39mm. But it also wears nice. Somehow, I can go as low as 38 or 37mm and I'm still okay. That means most of my vintage Seikos are up and running for me to wear. So this is the for signing watch. This is the Seiko Kinetic. This is the Seiko 033. That is the Reginald, and this is the Elgin, the blue dial. So I guess that ends the video for today. Of the 5 watches that I've shown you, what is my favorite? I'd probably go with this anytime. Not much because of its looks, but its reliability. This watch is really hard to beat. And it comes in gold two-tone, which is really nice and classy. And it's just one of the few two-tone watches that I have in my collection. I thank you guys for watching. I know the channel has been in a bumpy slump lately. I don't know where to go. I need to review some knives because I did get some knives in. I have lots of new watches that I could show you, but then I don't know where to start. I'm just going motorcycle, knife, watches. But hopefully the Sunday I'm gonna be riding for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride 2021. And I hope you guys can come with me. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. I do hope you guys just stick with me. And we'll be back in regular programming once I get my Sinopharm Sinovac vaccines. Going to shops for motorcycles, watches, and getting some knives in. I just can't do any of that with this COVID virus. And I guess it's just not me. Most of us. So you guys be safe. Wait for your vaccine before going out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.